After a few days diving, the girls are taken to visit a local school in El Khazir, where they will meet young children who are being taught about environmental conservation. While the girls are inside playing with the kids, I asked Susanna about her project, Keep Khazira Beautiful.
I'm Susanna. I'm an American that lives in Egypt. I've been here for about 17, 18 years. I started a number of projects here in Khazir, one of which is the Baladna language kindergarten. But my primary focus is education on the environment because it's something that is severely lacking here. So I've done a number of projects, but I felt that by focusing on the children, I would be able to make a greater impact to the environment. So we started with we have a project called Keep Khazir Beautiful, KQB. And through that, I started the 2 language kindergartens, and they're both sustainable projects, and we do a number of environmental projects throughout the year, not to mention the full scope of curriculums, for young children. We do Turtle Day, we do the Green Goat Festival, we do Life from the Blue, and these are all projects based in environmental education and conservation. And we work it here, and we welcome anybody that wants to come along and dance along to the turtle dance, the turtle song, and the dolphin, because that's where we're able to make an impact, because people love to have fun, especially when it comes to education.
Later in the day, everyone met up at a local bit of coastline to gather litter and plastic that would otherwise end up in the sea, being eaten by marine life or smothering coral.
We've been finding so much rubbish on here, and it's such a shame because it would be such a beautiful, beautiful coastline. And unfortunately, it's not just a local problem. A lot of it's been drifting down because it's been brought down by the tides and by the wind, and it's spoiling the look of the coastline. So we're just here doing whatever we can to help. We've got the children involved. These are all from a secondary school, and they're more than happy to help out. We've been finding things like cigarette butts, lots and lots of plastic. Plastic seems to be the worst one. Apparently it can be here for 450 years, so it'd be here longer than we are, longer than our parents, our grandparents and so on. So we all just have to do whatever we can to make sure it's a better environment for future generations.
I have a whole bag full purely of plastic bottles. There's nothing in there apart from plastic. It's actually really shocking at how much litter there is on the beach. This obviously hasn't all started out. It hasn't all started out here. It started out inland. It's really windy. All the litter is blown onto the beach, and it's all ended up here. And it's gonna end up in the sea. But it's really surprised me at the actual lack of care and lack of concern for the environment that they have in Egypt. It's something that I've never really been exposed to before, and I've never really seen how bad the problem is. But this is really first-hand experience of how awful it is. And I mean, we're actually here with kids, so the children are helping pick up the litter. which is great. And I just think that here there's a total lack of concern, but purely because there's a lack of education and people don't really understand the problem. So what we're trying to do today is to educate the children and make them understand that something needs to be done and that they can't just leave their litter, because it is, I mean, you can see how much we've collected. It's all ending up on the beach. It's going to end up in the sea, and it is killing. I mean, it's killing our oceans.
Do you think it's just here in Egypt?
No, definitely not. I mean, it's obviously a huge problem in this country, but there are countries all around the world where this is an ongoing problem. I think we're lucky living in England that we have been educated, and we have a system in place, a council system in place that obviously takes care of this, that they don't have here. So no matter where they leave the rubbish, I guess in their minds they can leave it in the bins, by the bins on the road. No one comes to collect it. It does end up here, but I mean it's a global problem. It's not just a problem in this country, but it's something that really needs to be addressed, and it's something that being here I've actually learned so much about. I've always had an interest in conservation of the environment, but it's never been something that I've known a lot about. But since being here, I've definitely learned a lot, and I'm hoping that we can pass on the message.
Everyone wave, 1, 2, 3, whoa! Fantastic. Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, well done everyone, fantastic.